Hey guys, it's Alex from Alex's Creative Corner here. This is the final part 3 out of 3 for the first mini dragon tutorial in the series, which is the RainWing, and I'm making Tamarin in the tutorial. So you should have the body and everything done, and you should have it wired up if you're doing that. So I wired it all with 20 gauge wire. And in this portion, we're going to be finishing off doing the bottom jaw and the belly and everything. It will not take too long. So I'll tell you what to do. So I use this electric blue, I think it's called. I think it glows in the dark. I'm using this for the belly color. So you have to have your loom in this configuration so it's offset. The middle row is down one, just one, so it's like this. And go onto the 4th peg, double loop the electric blue 6 times, and then with the opaque ocean blue diagonally on both sides, going down twice on both sides and then diagonally inwards, then 3 times down the middle. Cap that off with the ocean blue wrapped around 5 times. You could do 4 if you want, and then double loop an ocean blue across these 3 and these 3. So now we're gonna get started on it. So dig down into the cap band, grab the top 2. For me, it's these, the top 2 are these diagonals, and then these diagonals. In the middle, I'm going to loom down twice, so once, twice. Oh, let me turn on the light. So now we're going to be making the tongue. So the tongue is really simple. So with a fuchsia band, wrap it around your hook, creating 4 loops, double loop a fuchsia, pull on the cap band, reclaim, double loop another fuchsia, pull this on and reclaim. And so here's your little tongue. We're going to wrap it around this peg. Don't loom yet. Just leave it there. And now we're going to make some teeth. I highly suggest using the Alpha Loom bands, the Alpha Loom white. I guess the normal Rainbow Loom bands will work, but they might be a little big. The Alpha Loom bands are smaller, that's why it's better. So getting 1 Alpha Loom band, wrap it around your hook 3 times. So you have this is 1 tooth. So you're going to dig down into the side, loom up the top 2, or the bottom 2, slide on that tooth, and loom over. Making 1 more tooth, 3 loops, dig down, loom up, slide on, and loom over. So there's the teeth. Don't loom up anymore yet. Taking a yellow, which is my stitching color. I'm taking 1 yellow and wrapping around that peg twice. Taking 1 and I'm wrapping around this peg twice. I'm going to take 2 yellows, put them on that peg. So now I can loom that, go under that yellow, and loop that diagonal. Go over here, dig down, loom up, and in the middle, loom up. So there's like the bottom jaw part. Now, taking 2 yellows onto that peg, 2 onto that peg. And 2 there. So there's 2 in every peg except for this last one. So we're going to loom this up. Ignore the yellow bands unless they fall off. Put them right back on because they're important for attaching the belly to the body. So I finished looming that. This is only half of it, so there's 1 more portion. I'm going to tie off this end here with a random colored band. I'm going to very gently take this off of the loom. It is all double looped bands, which means that it can the bands can snap a lot easier than if it was not double looped. Which would like ruin this, so you'd have to do it again. We don't want that. So I'm just gently taking it off. So it looks like this. I'm gonna pull out, so it looks like this. I'm gonna pull out one loose band to each side since there's two between each set. Like that. I'm just gonna check and see that it fits before we go on. It should fit. Yep, it fits. So now we're gonna make the main belly portion, which is, that's all that's left. So with our double looped electric blue going from, and make sure your loom is also in a position like this, offset, doesn't really matter which one. So going from the third peg on this side, going down 4 times, double looping the electric blue, and then I'm going to, no, actually I'm gonna go from the third peg and double loop the electric blue just all the way down and stop right here. Go back to this peg, which it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th peg from the bottom, and go diagonally upwards to the side, and then you want to go down 6 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you're on this end peg, then go to this peg and do diagonal. And this is all double looped in the electric blue. So sorry if you can't see it, it kind of blends in a little bit. Now we're going to do the holding bands. So these are a bit different than usual, so just follow me. I'm wrapping one around that peg, and I'm taking my hook, stretching it there, and then to there. So it's like a triangle. And then I'm wrapping one around that peg twice, there to there. Wrapping one around this peg, goes there to there. And then this last one is going to overlap a little bit, and it's going to go there and there. So you can push this down a little bit. So I'm taking my first portion, and make sure that your tongue is facing upwards. Go through this set going downwards, taking off the tying band, and I'm putting this onto that peg. And now I'm going to lift up the top 2 bands from that set that we just attached, and I'm going to put 2 yellow bands onto this peg, and then I'm just going to replace, oh, they came off. I'm going to replace the 2 bands back onto that peg, the ones that we just took off. So now we're going to put some more loose bands on this. Now we're just doing 1 loose band at a time, so 1 on there, 1 on there, 1 on there, and then I'm going to put 1 there, almost all the way down. Make sure they don't fall off. I'm just going to stop there, and once we loom up, or actually, no, I'm going to put 2 onto there. So there's 2 right there, and we're just going to stop there, and then we'll put the rest. So just follow me if you didn't understand. So grabbing the top 2 electric blue, looming them to there, and then the next 2 looming them to there. So I'm just going to be looming this up, and when they fall, put them back on, because they fall a lot. Make sure not, and I loom that diagonal, make sure not to grab the holding bands when you're looming, because they are everywhere. Make sure to grab the very bottom 2 bands, or 2 loops. and I'm stopping right there. And now I'm taking my 2 yellow bands there to there, and then my final 2 right there. And I'm just going to loom the rest of this. I'm going to tie it off with a ocean blue opaque band, tie it off. Now we're going to very gently take this off the loom with our hook. Now we're going to tug all these loose bands out the sides so they're not like in the middle, sticking out. Pulling them out. And then the last set, I think, I'm just gonna pull them out at once. So yeah, let me check that this fits again. So you're gonna lay your dragon belly up on here, match it, make sure it fits and everything. So it's like this with the tongue down. I'm gonna flip it over so it's next to it and the tongue is facing up. I'm gonna turn it like this. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so y'all can see. So you have this set right here on the upper jaw with the second tooth on it. Go to the next set, go in from the inside and push out. And grab these 2 bands that are on like the chin part. The 2 that we put there, it was like the bands that we wrapped around the loom. Pull those 2 through. And then go through, so you have this on your hook, go through the next set, go into it from inwards and then pushing out, and grab that next let me make sure I have all of mine. Grab your next loose band from this side. It was the one that was like around the bait, that was like around the neck. So pull that through everything, then go through the next set and grab the next loose band, pull it through. Next set, next loose band, pull through. Next set, next loose band, pull through. Next set, and pull the next band through. Next set, pull through. Next set, you should start to get the hang of it. Make sure that you grab the right bands. Pull that through everything. And sorry if I get out of the frame at all. I do not mean to do it. I hope this fits on really well. Only a few more left on this side. And I got the last side one. Only do the yellow ones right now. Don't get that end one that's blue. So put this on your hook. Get a holding hook or a pencil or something if you have it, and put it through that loop. And now with your hook or other hook, we're going to do the same thing on this side. So go through this set that's right behind the teeth, go, pushing outwards. Grab these first 2 yellow loops on to your hook and pull them through. Go into the next set, push out, grab the first loop, I lost the loop. Okay, got it, I think. Yeah, just pull it through there. Go into the next set, grab the loose band, and pull it through. And we're just gonna keep continuing this, just like on the other side. So going through, grabbing that band, pulling it through. Going through, grabbing the band, and pulling it through. Just continuing the exact same process over and over until you'll eventually probably start to go faster and faster because you're like getting used to it. The way that I stitch it, it makes it so that you can make it a different color without there being like a line across the back, and so it looks good. We're getting near to the end, so we're almost done with this project. Yay! Make sure this other holding hook or pencil or whatever you have doesn't fall out, or make sure that the band that it's holding doesn't fall out. I have one more set, doing this last set, going through, grabbing the loose band, pulling it. So you have this other loose band that was on the holding hook or pencil. Make sure that both of the last loose yellow bands are on one hook, like this. You can grab those with your finger, ignore this loose blue band right now, and then go from the top of the dragon. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Go from the top, right above that, and go down in, come out through the center with that, and then put the 2 yellow loops onto the hook like that, and then this last blue loop, put it on your hook and pull that blue loop through everything like that. And I'm going to wrap that blue loop once around the tail, like that, and that should be the end of our RainWing Tamarin project. I'm probably gonna redo the belly because I made a big mistake on the belly. Y'all can do that afterwards too. Yeah, I did my belly wrong. How about, guys, in instead of making your belly 6, or instead of making the neck of the belly, you can either keep it like this or make the neck of the belly 3 or 4 long. I would say 3. Super sorry for that. I'll try to put it in the description. Or you could just keep it like that. Okay. Thanks for watching. Sorry for my big mistakes. But I hope yours came out fine either way. And I hope that you didn't make the same mistake as me, and you like made it 3 and you read the description. But thanks for watching anyways, and please like, comment, anything, and subscribe if you haven't already. So next tutorial should be the mini sewing. Thanks for watching.